Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Abir Umairah binti Asmabi with the metric number 2024963659. Today, I will discussing about the current issue that impacting Malaysia workforce and economy, which is talent shortage in Malaysia. My title for this presentation is Mind the Gap, Addressing the Talent Shortage in Malaysia Workforce. These days, a lot of organizations continue to deal with the rising employee turnover and unfilled position. This shortage of talent have the potential to put a small businesses out of business, reduce revenue, and have a detrimental effect on productivity. So, what is a talent shortage and why it's very crucial for the company to be aware of? A talent shortage arises when there is a major differences between the number of suitable applicants or employees who possesses the ability that employers require for their organization to succeed and the skill that employers require. This shortage frequently arises on an organizational level as a specific business require more specialized personnel. However, sectors or the global economy may also be impacted by this talent shortage. Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul Abdul Aziz, Minister of Investment, Trade and Industry, once said, without the right management of the human capital, it is going to be very difficult for us to realize the aspiration to become a very industrialized nation. First, let's take a look at the problems that contributing on this shortage. This specific article highlights several key factors. The first problem is too much focus on technology without solving a bigger workforce problem. This article focus heavily on using a technology like automation and AR or VR to solve the chip industry's worker shortage, but it ignores the deeper problems such as long working hours, poor work-life balance, outdated job roles, and also a lack of interest from the younger talents. These are cultural and system-wide issues that technology alone cannot fix. For the example, many workers in the semiconductor industry face the demanding schedule and stressful environment. This kind of workplace culture discourage not only the current employees but also discourage the potential new talent, especially younger generation who value a balance and flexibility in their careers. The second problem is high demand on certain industries. When the certain industries become very busy or start growing fast, like technology, construction, and also the healthcare industry, they need to hire a lot of workers, but sometimes there are not enough people with the right training or experience to do these jobs. For the example, if a company needs a computer programmer or the hospital need a nurse, it can be hard to find the enough people to do those jobs very well. Training for this career can take a couple of years, so it's not easy to quickly fill the gaps. Another reason for the shortage is that many of the skilled workers are getting older or retiring, especially in areas like manufacturing or skilled trades. At the same time, fewer young people are choosing those kind of jobs, so there are not enough new workers that coming in that industry. As a result, companies have a trouble filling the open positions even if they offer a good pay. This can also slow down the industry growth and make it harder for the businesses to stay longer in the industry. The third problem that leads to the talent shortage, it is a mismatch in workforce availability. It means that the people who are looking for the jobs do not have the skill that needed for the job that are open. For the example, there might be many job openings for computer programmer, but most job seekers may have experience in other areas like retail or hospitality. Even though there are people looking for work, they do not match what that companies need. This mismatch causes a talent shortage because the right kind of workers are not available. It can also happen if the skilled workers live in a different area from where the jobs are, or if the working condition do not match what people want. So even when there are workers and open jobs, they do not always fit together, and that is create a shortage of a talent in the workforce. With this problem and issues, this is also lead to the impact for the company or businesses. Small and medium enterprises, or we known as SME, which is constitute 98.5% of Malaysian businesses and contribute about 38% to the nation GDP, are facing a critical shortage of skilled workers, and this is shortage hampers their ability to meet the demands and also adopt a new technologies and expand the operation. According to the Small and Medium Enterprises Association of Malaysia, or Samenta, the SME sector is short of between 1 million and 1.5 million workers. This deficit translates to an estimate production losses of 19 billion ringgit to 135 billion ringgit, and considering the productivity per employee. Secondly, this talent shortage also give the impact where also affect the business expansion. Malaysian's talent shortage is making it difficult for large companies, especially in the technology and manufacturing sectors, to expand their businesses. Major investors like Intel and Infineon have reported the problem finding enough skilled engineers and technicians, causing their delays in the projects. The Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, MITI, says the country needs about 50,000 engineers every year, but local universities are only producing around 5,000. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has also warned that Malaysia's goal to become a global technology and semiconductor hubs could fail if the talent gap continues. Although the government has launched initiatives like the National Semiconductor Strategy to train more skilled workers, many companies still face the tough competition from other countries in attracting and keeping the talent. This ongoing shortage is slowing down the business growth and could affect the Malaysian long-term economy. This talent shortage also give the impact where the talent shortage is driving the higher cost for businesses, especially in the industries like manufacturing, technology, and the semiconductors. With a lack of skilled workers, companies are forced to offer the highest salaries and better benefits to attract the other talent, which raises their operating costs. For instance, the semiconductor sector, a key contributor to the Malaysian economy, faces increasing the recruitment challenges and leading to the higher wages and increase the spending on training programs to develop a local talent. This put a pressure on the businesses, especially in small medium enterprises SME, to making it harder for them to maintain the profitability and stay competitive. in the global market.
Her employer, AT&S, said there's an acute shortage of skilled engineers in the country. Its newest plant in Kulim, costing over $1.8 billion, will create some 6,000 jobs when operational by year-end.
I've never seen the talent shortage as serious as these few years, especially in the semiconductor, in the high-tech manufacturing. There are many investments, not only Malaysia, but also all over the world, as we can see. So there is obviously a talent war out there.
Since you mentioned about the talent war that's ongoing in the industry, how do you address the issue of brain drain?
Generally, there are a few things that people always are looking forward to is the development opportunities. And also, they look at the culture of the company, leadership, the management, and some of them, they love making new technology and products. Of course, we need to offer competitive packages and train the younger generations to master the processes.
The government said that the semiconductor industry is in need of 50,000 skilled engineers, and Malaysian universities are currently producing about 5,000 engineers a year. Now, meanwhile, US tech giant Intel, that's been in Malaysia for some 5 decades, is investing another $7 billion to expand its operation here in Penang. Now, this new advanced packaging facility scheduled to be completed by the end of this year, and it will create some 4,000 high-paying jobs. To meet the growing demand, the National Semiconductor Strategic Task Force is looking at allowing foreign graduates to work in the industry. Also, MNCs are encouraged to train young engineers.
So there is a program that we look at for technicians. There's now another program we look at the engineers. So we can try to solve internally the war on talent. I call it the war on talent because everybody is short of talent and they are here looking for talent. They are everywhere over the world.
Meanwhile, more tech giants are linking up with universities to tailor-make courses to plug the talent gap. With the global semiconductor industry projected to become a trillion-dollar industry by 2030, Malaysia is racing against time to create the right semiconductor ecosystem to bolster exports and future economic growth.
What the solution that we can implement to prevent this issue is company can focus on improving work condition, offering a flexible schedules, and enhancing the training systems. By creating a safer and more comfortable work environment, employees are more likely to feel value and stay with the companies very longer. Flexible working hours and remote work option also help the employees balance their work and also their personal life, and also increasing the job satisfaction. Additionally, providing a better training opportunities to the workers also helps the employees to develop their skill and boosting their confidence. Secondly, raising a public awareness and reduction of stigma is the important solution for this talent shortage. Public awareness helps the people to understand the value of certain jobs or industries, especially those that are often misunderstood. When more people know about the opportunities of this career, they'll be more interested in joining them. Reducing stigma means that changing the negative opinions about the certain job. For the example, some people may avoid a certain roles because they think they are low status or not respectable. By promoting respect for all types of work, more individuals feel more encouraged to enter those fields and helping to reduce the shortage of talent. The last solution is collaboration with the industry to expand the business and also prevent the talent shortage. It is by creating more opportunities for the training, job placement, and skill development. When the company work together with the industry partner, such as school or training center or other businesses, they can share their knowledge, resources, and the best practice with the employees to gain in talent. The talent shortage in Malaysia is in a serious challenge that affects both organizational performance and also the national economic progress. To achieve its goals of becoming a high-income nation, Malaysia must close the gap between the education and industry needs, reduce the loss of skilled workers abroad, and adapt to rapid technological changes. A united efforts between the governments, educational institutions, and the private sector is very crucial to strengthen the reskilling, upskilling, and also improve the overall work environment. Truly, the success of a nation depends on its ability to build a skilled, competitive, and resilient workforce in facing the global challenges. Thank you. That's all from me. Bye bye.